Hey guys, so welcome back. I know it's been a minute. Life has been crazy as you guys know. We're just gonna hop right into it. If I look to my left, it's because my mirror is right here, so it's a little bit easier to see. First we're gonna start off with the eyes today. I already prepped my lips with some chapstick from the Hunted Beauty's Essentials in the shade Mint Sun. This bad boy right here. I like it. You should try it out, see if you like it or not. With the eyes, we're going to be using the Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This oldie but a goodie here. Apply this to the eyelids. Like so. Excuse me. Now, if you guys hear weird noises, it's either my stomach telling me I'm hungry or my dog moving around or breathing. I'm going to blend it in with my finger. You can use a brush, you can use a sponge, you can use whatever works for you guys. Okay, next I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush like this one, and I'm going to use the Ulta Beauty eyeshadow palette. Now, this palette came in one of those Christmas gift makeup sets, so I don't know if they sell this individually, and this is a couple years old and I haven't really used it. Which is quite interesting. The palette looks like this. When you open it up, obviously it's a clear case, and then there's a bunch of shades in here. I have used a couple of them before, not in a video, but just before. I like them. They're pretty good. So we're going to use a couple different shades today. First we're going to be going in, well, let me back up. So first, all the shade names are on the back. We're going to be going in with the shade called Battle. Yes, called Battle, which is, I'm going to flip this upside down, this brown shade right here. It's like a tannish, brownish shade. With that fluffy brush, and I'm going to be going in to the outer corner of the eye and kind of the outer fourth of my eye crease, my eyelid, and just kind of everywhere on the outer corner. This color would do better with a more of a packing brush, but for me, since I like to build the colors up, this brush works just fine. Okay, I'm going to do the other side really quickly. As some of you guys know, my videos can be quite long. I just don't have certain editing software at the moment. So I do apologize for that. I am working on it so they can be shorter for your guys' convenience. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the same brush and go into the shade up top here. So it's gonna be this shade here. And this is more like so that first shade was like a gray. This is like a skin tone color. This is the shade name, excuse me, Rosebud. I think that's right. I don't really know. I'm gonna go in right next to that shade, kind of in the middle, and kind of get everywhere in the middle, the crease, the lid, the lash line, everything, and then just blend it with that first one. And go into the second eye. And just put one more coat on both. Okay. Next, we're going to take a small flat brush like so. I'm going to spray it with my setting spray. I'm using the Maybline New York Lasting Fix setting spray. I love this stuff. I'm going to spray both sides. And then the next color I'm going to be using is right next to it, which is that pink, this color right here, which is that pink glitter color, and that name is Duchess, I believe. I'm going to take my brush and dip right into that. As you can see, I'm going to place this on the inner corner of my eyelid. Grab a little bit more. Okay, do the other side again, really quickly. tea. Alright, next we're gonna move on. I'm not quite done with my eyes, but we are going to move forward anyways. I will come back and do my eyes in just a second. Let me clean off this brush really quickly. I have black whatever on this brush that I need to clean off, which I should have done before the video, but here we are. Okay, so next we're going to be moving on to the face. Grab my sponge. So I'm going to wet my sponge first with some water. Get my sponge all nice and ready to go. So for the face, we're going to use some of the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This thing right here. And take my finger and apply that. There we go. Sorry, with dog hair in my primer on my finger. There we go. Take that. Rub it everywhere. I love the smell of this stuff. It smells like silicone. It feels like silicone. It feels great. I just love this stuff. Okay, in the chin. Okay. Next, we're going to be going in with some foundation. We're going to use the Pure Cosmetics spray foundation. It comes like in a spray can, if that makes any sense to anybody. So it's the Pure Cosmetics or Pure Minerals Liquid Viel 4-in-1 Spray Foundation in the shade Tan. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm going to spray this onto my sponge, because if I try to spray this on my face, I will miss and make a mess. Give it a good shake. Get my sponge ready to go. And blend away. This is very orange on my skin. I do have some new makeup that I wanted to try out here that I got technically for Christmas, but I got it out of the box that it came in, but I haven't opened it out of like packages and stuff, so I am interested in trying it out. Spray some more. The weird thing about this foundation is it doesn't really like, it's moussey in texture, but not sticky, like that foamy feeling. That's what this feels like when you put it on your face. Don't forget the forehead. You want to blend technically into your hair, but as you guys know, I'm always film my videos kind of late, so I don't need to at the moment. Just a tiny bit more to hit my neck and the rest of my face. I like orange. I'll fix that problem. Okay. Oh, there's something in my eye. Okay. Now that your makeup is nice and orange, we are going to lighten it up. So we're going to use the concealer from Maybline, New York in the shade 15 Light. This little thing here. So I'm going to apply concealer to my inner corner, my outer corner, on both eyes. Right kind of here on my forehead, and then there's a couple of lines there on my cupid's bow there, and on my chin. Sometimes, not on camera, I will apply it to my jawline and then bake where I put the concealer, but I don't put it on my jawline for, again, time purposes. And then I'm just going to blend everything like so. The reason why I applied the concealer under my eyes like so is it helps lift your eye instead of drag it down when you apply it kind of everywhere under your eyeball or under your under eye. You want to make sure your face looks lifted and not weighed down by stuff. Okay, next I'm going to bake my face with the Coty Airspun translucent powder. I'm going to use the same sponge to do that. I'm going to use the flat side of the sponge to bake my face. And apply that right where I applied the concealer. The nice thing about using a sponge is it soaks a lot of the extra product out. For a lot of stuff. Okay, now that this is setting, I'm going to bronze my face. My favorite part of makeup is bronzing. So, I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer in the shade 022 Sun Bronze. As you can see, I use this quite well. You can still see the little design on it, but I use it quite often. I'm going to take an angled brush and go ahead and go to town. I always start on my cheeks first. Why? I don't know. My favorite part of makeup is the bronze. And when I apply this on my face, I always take the smaller end away from my face instead of towards my face, because the more you come towards your face, the more you're going to apply it down instead of up. And then it's going to look really weird. And then sometimes, not all the time, I will blend in circles and make sure that I kind of smooth things out a bit, especially on my forehead and my temples. And then don't forget to get a little on the jawline. And then I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush and do my nose, just because it's a little bit more precise that way. The only downside about using an eyeshadow brush is if you grab too much product, you will be able to tell. People will notice. And then I use it just a teeny tiny bit to shape the end of my nose. Okay, now that that is done, I'm going to go in with some lip liner. So today's lip liner is going to be a little bit different. I had accidentally ruined one of my lipsticks, so I melted it down and put it in a little container. Then I'm going to use it as a lip liner. I do know that the lipstick is from Lorac Cosmetics, but I don't remember the name, so that's that. I'm going to take a little, this is technically an eyebrow brush, but I'm taking the angled side and applying the lipstick on there, and then I'm going to line my lips with it, as you can see. It's very dark, which I like it. That's kind of the cool thing about lipstick. You can use as a lip liner so that you're not throwing away wasted product. And then I just take my lips and blend it together. And that's it for that for a second. I'm going to now wipe away the setting powder on my face, and I'm going to use the Sonia Kashuk brush to do so. And then as I'm wiping it, I'm going to apply some loose foundation powder from Pure Cosmetics in the shade Tan as well. I like this brush because it is gentle, it's soft, it's fluffy, and it does the job that it needs to do. Double check my nose to make sure there's no powder in my nose, which there is, and that's okay. As you guys know, I'm very notorious to get powder in my nose. How that happens, I don't know. But here we are. Okay. Next, we are going to finish the eyes. So, for the eyeshadow that I'm going to apply, I'm going to apply this white shade here. And that shade is shade called King. And I'm going to take another angled brush and get that on the edge there, and I'm going to apply it. And that was my dog, if you heard that. I don't know if you guys can hear things, but my dog be making some weird noises. For those of you who follow me on other social media pages, you guys know I have a husky, and they are quite interesting creatures, to say the least. Okay, other side. Okay, cool. Now I'm debating whether I should apply eyeliner or not. I usually don't like to, because for me it just ruins the look, but you can. If I were to do black, I would do black on the top, or if I were to do brown, I would do brown in the waterline below. but I'm not going to do that today. But the mascara I am going to be using is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. I love this stuff. This is good. And I'm going to need some more soon. Like real soon. Who needs fake eyelashes when you can just put mascara on your real lashes, right? Right. I did purchase some fake lashes, which I'm learning how to apply still, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll do a video on that. So I applied mascara. They are a little sparse because I did have some mascara on there from earlier today that I tried to wipe off, but that is what that is. We're gonna finish the lips, finish the face, and that is it. So the lipstick I'm using is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Swirlwind. It is teeny mini in comparison. Looks like this. It is quite dark. However, for me, I need a couple different coats for this. So if you open it up, looks like that. I'm gonna apply this to the lips. I think this is kind of like I can tell, I don't know if you guys can tell, like a sheer dark purple. That's not a cavity, it's a filling. Yes, I am old enough to have silver fillings, if you can see that. But I do know they make white fillings, but I am of age to have silver fillings, or was of age at the time to have silver fillings in my teeth. So, I kind of like that. Okay, so next we're going to be using some blush and some highlighter, and that is it. If I were to wear this outside today, I'd be using my setting spray, but I'm not. The highlighter we're using is, I believe, a Lippy, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember, but it's from Cargo Cosmetics in the shade Champagne. It looks like this. So you open it up, and voila. It looks like this. And then I'm going to be using the bigger version of a flat brush and take some of that and apply it like so on my cheekbone and just kind of blend it out. I like this stuff because it kind of gives you a natural glow without too much of a glow. It's just like a little hint of highlighter. Kind of where the light hits your face, just a little tiny bit. Okay, now that that is done, that will probably last me 57 years. I'm going to take one of my favorite blushes, even though I don't use blush that often. It's the Rimmel London blush in the shade 032 Plum. I don't know, I like this blush. Like I said, even though I don't use it often. It's this cute little itty-bitty thing in comparison. I'm going to take that big fluffy brush again and dip it in twice. And I don't use blush, like I said, that often, and I don't use a lot. So this will last me literally the rest of my life. Literally. Honestly, this is probably really old. Do I care? No. Should I? Yes. When makeup is old, can it build bacteria and cause damage to your face? Yes. And there is lipstick all over my teeth. Yay! Okay. And that literally is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I promise I will keep uploading more. I have a new social media thing that I will link down below. It's called Jump Rope. Go check me out. I only have one video up so far. I'm working on a second one. I seem to like it. Let me know if you guys like it. I hope you guys have an awesome week. Bye.